Looks like we're live
Yeah.
right now. Let's see if we've got anybody hanging out waiting for us to show our ugly faces. Anybody there? Let's see.
I'm here, so we at least have that. So
We've got one viewer.
Me and you can talk.
We got 6. That's awesome. If anybody's got any comments or questions for me or Ike, just pop them down in the comments. It's been a long time since we did one of these because we've been kind of busy.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit lately. All right.
Yeah,
we
the
got
past 3-4 months. Well, longer than that, but especially the past 3 or 4 months have been a little bit hectic over here. Definitely growing out a lot of new people, a lot of new stuff going on, exciting stuff. But so we're trying to get back into these, start doing these on a more regular basis, just kind of be more in touch and let everyone know what's going on, what you can expect to come in the not too distant future and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, how can Paul be so handsome?
Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet.
He's not going to give you a Hodge. So don't butter him up.
Compliments don't go far.
But yeah, so we're going to try and start getting back into these lives, answering questions. Just kind of keeping you all in the loop on what's going on and all that kind of stuff. So if you have any questions, now's the time. Hopefully we have an answer. Between the two of us, we probably should. But yeah. So anyways, let us know what's on your mind, what you got, anything you want to know an answer to, and we can get it answered. But I think the big thing I think that's on everybody's mind, at least on ours currently, and will be for the next week or so, is the PL350 drop from Wildlife. Or not really a drop, it's a release. It's the first time they've ever been offered. We have currently in the warehouse, we have an entire pallet that's almost as tall as I am, full of Wildlife PL350s. We also have a second pallet coming in, check tracking this morning, should be here Friday.
Awesome.
So we'll have 2 entire pallets of lights ready to go at 8 o'clock Central Time, 9 o'clock Eastern on Monday, August 23rd. There'll be plenty of them in stock. We'll be shipping them out the same day. Basically, we're devoting the entire day just to PL350 shipments. So that way, anybody that orders PL350 gets it within 1 to 2 days. I mean, you can even UPS next day air and get it the very next day.
You can even in-store pickup.
You can even in-store pickup, and we'll actually have probably at least a couple dozen available in the store. So as soon as we open the store at 10 o'clock here in Conroe, you can walk in and pick one up in your hands and then just leave with it if you want. Yeah. So we'll have those available in store. We're devoting a lot of resources, basically all our resources, to making sure that the lights actually get out there. So there's going to be a lot of places selling them. We're making it our priority to make sure that anyone that orders one gets it. It ships the exact same day. There won't be any backlogs in shipping or anything like that. We have a much larger warehouse crew now. We've significantly upped that. So yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome.
Yeah, we're actually packing lights right now. Justice putting lights in bags with stickers, constitutions, candy. That way they're ready to go Monday morning. All we got to do is slap your pack and slip in the bag, put a label on it, and it's out the door. So we will be able to probably have at least 50 to 60% of everything packed prior to, and then everybody on deck on Monday to get that out. So we'll have probably 8 or 9 people on the warehouse floor Friday or on Monday getting that stuff out. All the other orders are going to be going out Sunday. Me and the crew are coming in on Sunday to pack and ship anything that was, ordered on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So there shouldn't be a delay on people's orders going out just because PL350 is dropping.
Yeah. Oh, PL350 Filster combos. Yeah, we've got currently 200 Filster PL350 holsters in the warehouse right now. They're sitting on a shelf. Have been on a shelf for several weeks now. Those are going to be available too. So basically, we're going to have 2 different product pages. One is if all you want is a light, just go on there, snag your light, and then get it. There should be plenty. It's not going to sell out in 15, 20 minutes. It'll probably last the entire day, hopefully longer. We've done quite a bit of research and trying to make sure that people that want a PL350 have like a week plus to get them. So
Yeah.
it's not going to sell out immediately, but there's going to be 2 different product pages. One that's just the light. The other one's going to have an option to add extra batteries, a holster, all the other little add-ons that you might want to do as a package, if that's what you're interested in. And we'll have 2 different product pages for those, which Chris just posted below. But yeah,
there's rumors of a double points weekend all the way until Tuesday. I don't know what that's all about. I don't know who would do that. There's a lot of stuff coming with that holster. There's some cool swag, or not the holster with the light. But there's some cool swag, limited edition stickers. It's going to get out the door quick, and it's going to be pretty awesome. Do you have your light? You got the light with you today?
Actually, I don't. I was just looking at that before. I'm over here at the range. So we have 2 different locations right now. We have the range and retail store, and we also still have the warehouse location. So they are separate locations, and they're separate businesses and stuff. But I actually don't have a PL350 with me. There's like 1,000 across the street over at the warehouse, but I have 0 right here. But probably should have had one of those, but
Glock. Oh, well, you get in trouble on Facebook Live if you start flashing a weapon around.
Oh yeah,
a gun. Yeah. So we're good on there. Glock 2 OEM extensions for Jason.
Man, I have no idea.
No idea.
We have some that they're FDE and they're attached to magazines from 19X magazines. And actually, I think there's some attached to 33 round magazines. But yeah, Glock we haven't seen any of those in probably a year.
Yeah,
they haven't just been available. Glock actually, the Glock rep was here at our store maybe 1 or 2 months ago, and he said basically all their production is going just to new guns, trying to get new guns out. They're not really even producing any of the small parts that we're normally able to buy. They're just 100% allocated to new guns. So I mean, for the past year and a half, the parts market has been insane. Like we just straight up can't order parts. There's a lot of slide parts and frame parts that we just don't even have the ability to order because they're not making any and they're not sending them out. So long way of saying that is soon-ish, maybe, hopefully.
Yeah, that's for sure. We also have some stuff that, we've been really busy. We've been adding new lines. We've gotten big enough to get some stuff. We're direct with EOTech right now. That just started a few weeks ago. So there's also, I put up an awesome deal yesterday. What is it? A Badger ordnance mount?
Yeah, basically. So you got the EOTech Voodoos. We're selling those just at the regular price. And then it's basically that with a Badger ordnance 1.7 inch 30 millimeter mount is the diameter of the scope, but 1.7 inch Badger C1 mount, which is basically included in that price. So we've got the Voodoo 1-6s, the 5-25s, and then also I think the Steiner 1-5s, and then also there's a Leupold. I think it's a Mark 6 or a VHX6 in there. But yeah, that's actually a pretty awesome deal. Basically, getting the scope and then a Badger mount that's fit or appropriate for that scope included with it.
Nathan, that's funny that you asked that question on hot Labor Day deals. Me and Ike's got something in store. I got to get some pictures taken for it and send the email, but there's definitely going to be some cool stuff around Labor Day. No PL350 specials, but there's going to be some cool stuff that's going to drop around Labor Day weekend for everybody. But we will be shipping Tuesday. We will not be, I don't think we're working Monday, are we? We're actually going to take a day off.
Yeah, we're gonna not labor on Labor Day.
Yeah. Also, some of the stuff that we've added recently. Let's talk about white label Armory a little bit.
Oh yeah, so we just picked up a new line, white label Armory. They're the I guess the retail arm of DRG Manufacturing up there in Illinois. They make a lot of parts for a lot of companies that you're very familiar with. You just can't say who they make for, but they're pretty well known, a relatively new manufacturing company. But it's I think Recoil did a whole video on them and stuff on like their process and everything. They basically built it up from the ground up, this company, with to optimize every part of their manufacturing process. So instead of just like the old school tool and die shop, it's like a purpose-built firearms parts manufacturing company. So everything that they do is designed a specific way for the firearms industry. So it's actually on the manufacturing side, it's pretty good. But then they have really good parts that they put out. We carry a lot of their individual parts. They also have an upper line. They make some barrels in house. They start with blanks. They don't make the blanks or anything, but they start with the blanks and finish them there. It's not cold hammer forged or anything like that. There's only a couple of those machines in the country, but they're actually putting out pretty good parts. It's not going to be LMT, KAC, that level of uppers and stuff, but they are very, very solid,
Slick.
very solid uppers and barrels. And then also all their other parts too are very well built. I'm really excited for the lower parts kits and the range armors. The kits that they have. So they basically have these kits that are like in a tackle box. They have like a range use kit, armorers kit, home builders kit, which has basically every single spare part. I think the range has an entire BCG and a bolt. Basically all those little parts that you might use or need to repair a rifle. They're actually pretty neat.
Yeah, and they've got a great warranty too. And if you have any issue with it, you can go through us and we'll replace it before you even have to mess with them. So that's one thing that we don't have on the website currently is that we actually fulfill all that warranty issues with it. And one of these days I'm going to grab one of their 11.5 standard uppers and build me a pistol because those things look really, really nice.
Speaking of that, yeah, so we do. I'm so used to focusing on the warehouse and like what we do over there. We actually have two companies now. So we now have the range and retail store. Actually, yeah, we haven't even talked about that. So for those of y'all that don't know, we now have a 25,000 square foot facility here in Conroe. It's got 12 100-yard indoor lanes. Yeah, 12 100-yard indoor lanes. That's air conditioned, climate controlled, electronic or automatic trolley systems to take the targets down there. And we also have 12 25-yard indoor lanes, plus a huge showroom, gun shop, all that stuff. We've got over, I think, close to 1,100 guns in stock right now at the store, plus all the accessories, scopes, optics, everything that you can think of, magazines, etc. So we're doing in-store pickup there. You can order something on the website, pick it up there, and then also we have quite a bit of inventory here in the shop itself. But yeah, the range will be open for Labor Day. You can come in, shoot, check out guns, all that good stuff. But their house will be closed. But yeah. Oh, and also Staccato. I see a question about that. We are in the process of getting hooked up with Staccato right now. They are so backed up, they're not even taking new orders, so we don't have the ability to place an order right now. We're trying to see if we can somehow bypass that or just at least get in line, get on the backlog. But Staccato is definitely going to happen. That'll be coming soon, hopefully. Probably not going to be this year is what it's looking like just on the reports that I've heard, but we definitely hope that it's sooner rather than later. Yeah, we carry the Team Wendy helmets. We don't plan on carrying armor right now just because it's so specific. AT Armor does a great job too. That's where I buy my armor from, and where I usually recommend everyone else to. So for now, I just push everyone to AT Armor. It's just a whole nother game that we just don't. We just can't get into right now. Too much going on over there. But
not enough space. In fact, we've actually expanded the warehouse and we're picking up another building to just hold our shipping supplies and our offices because we've grown that much in the last few months and in the last year. Really, it's been crazy.
Yeah, for sure. Also too, speaking about the range at retail store, we're about to announce the grand opening. It's going to be September 18th. So basically 1 month from today. I've got a box full of KAC and battery swag over there that they sent us. Glock sent in some stuff. Surefire is going to be out here. Blue Force Gear, Trigicon. There's going to be a lot of vendors out here coming out here for the grand opening. We're going to have food that's going to be free. Some pretty cool prizes, door prizes. We're going to give away swag packs, all kinds of stuff. It's going to be a pretty big event. September 18th, it's going to be, I think, from 10 to 5. But it's a Saturday. It's going to be like an all-day deal. A lot of vendors are going to be out here, a lot of free stuff, a lot of free swag from vendors from us, all that good stuff. And yeah, we'll be out here and
signing autographs. We're going to have
Yes.
an autograph table. We're going to have headshots available. You can get an autograph from me, Ike, Ian, the whole crew will be out here signing autographs.
On headshots.
Yeah. Well, EOTech will not be there with OD Green, man.
But
I
actually,
wish.
we do have OD Green Solutions. We carry spray paint.
Yeah.
We've actually got pallets and pallets of Aravir spray paint. So we have it's like a DIY kit. Think of it.
Yeah, we have the DIY kits, which are also available for the PL350 if you want it in FDE, OD Green, sand, foliage, whatever you're looking for. You can have the only
there's like 3-4 different colors we have or something. It's
earth yellow.
Yeah.
PL350 in the world if you really want it.
Oh, also too, another thing I just thought of, a cool part, I guess feature of our range is now if you buy a silencer or suppressor here, you can actually shoot it on the range while you wait for your stamp to come back. So we've got a silencer shop kiosk. You can get all your fingerprints done here. You can buy a silencer online from our shop, have it transferred over here for free, in-store pickup for free. Or you can we also have silencers sitting right here in the case, Dead Air, Surefire, KAC. They're sitting right here in the case. So get all your fingerprints done here, and then while you wait, you can keep on coming back here. We have the 100-yard indoor range, the 25-yard indoor range. So you can actually shoot it and use it while you're waiting for your stamp to come back. So another little perk that we offer.
Nathan's got a good question, and it's kind of back to the website. You guys seem to have exclusively high-end gear, which is nice. How do you guys pick your vendors?
So a lot of that is based off of what we actually use. Like, I mean, probably 80 or 90% of the products that are in our warehouse, I have extensive firsthand knowledge and experience with, and so do a lot of the guys there. So we're a small company. You know, we have limited capital, limited funds available, so we can't just go out and carry everything that we want to. But we choose our vendors based on stuff that we know is good, stuff that we have experience with, so we can actually talk about it and answer questions when those come up. And then a lot of it has to do too with the people behind the companies. Like, there's a lot of people that we are good friends with and know, and their reputation and everything. And so it's kind of a mixture of that, but we're very selective with who we carry. Obviously, it needs to be high quality, it needs to be good, and then from a business standpoint, it needs to make sense on who we're dealing with as well.
Yeah. Most of the people that we carry, we've met in person at least, or have known for a long time. I know, for instance, I've known Tom from Dark Star Gear for over a decade at this point. I think a lot of them are friends that we deal with, and specifically, right now the biggest challenge is just getting product. I mean, that's y'all see it on the front side of the website of getting what we can get, and we see it immensely on the back end where we have millions of dollars of stuff on order, and it's not coming in anytime soon. So that's kind of the challenge that we deal with is being able to just get our hands on it, which is discouraging, to say the least.
Like a lot of these companies, I can pick up the phone right now and call the owners or the presidents of the companies. Like, we have these personal relationships with these guys, so we know that they're putting out a good product, and also too, if there's an issue, we have direct lines of communication to the decision makers at those companies. So that goes a long way too.
Which is why our customer service, and I'm going to give the guys over there on the customer service desk a big shout out, is that's why we're able to handle a lot of the issues that y'all have and take care of it in the time frame that y'all can do. And we've even taken care of customer service issues from other companies because they couldn't do it because we had it in stock, or fulfilled orders for other people out there, because the main mission out there is to get you, the guys and gals out there, ordering from us the stuff that y'all need to conduct your business, whether your business is kicking in doors or protecting your family. So we're able to do that with our relationships that we continue to build, which is more than a full-time job.
So Symposium, we got a question there about that. Yeah, we'll definitely be out there. We've been there since the very first symposium, back when it was me, Mike Mahalski from Sons of Liberty, and then Rail Scales and a couple, like 2 other vendors under small little tents on the lawn outside the lodge. However many years ago that was, but yeah, we've been there since the very first one. We'll definitely be back there for this one, without a doubt. We're going to be selling. Last year we sold a bunch of mod lights, Surefire stuff. We had some optics, lasers, mags, all that kind of stuff. We're probably going to carry a similar selection of that. Just basically stuff that you're going to need during the event is what we try to have. So like if you forgot your mags or forgot this or forgot that, you're able to pick it up there. And then also too, like the lights, there's a lot of nighttime classes there. So after, the guys ran through the night classes and stuff, seeing the mod lights and stuff in use, it sold a lot of mod lights because they're like, oh, wow, yeah, these actually work. And these are actually very nice to have, especially shooting in the dark or low light and all that. So we're going to bring that sort of stuff. There's going to be definitely a lot of door prizes and stuff. The swag bags are going to be pretty packed, just from what I've seen from a few other vendors. Of course, the prize table is always like enormous there. Last year their Surefire gave away like 5 suppressors. There's definitely going to be a lot of prizes and stuff there. We're going to be offering up stuff for that. And then Walther's coming out pretty big. I think Vortex is going to be there, have a pretty big presence there again this year. There's going to be some big names out there. And Vortex last year, like they brought an entire like huge party bus, like an 18-wheeler full of stuff. And they had campers out there and all that stuff. So it's not a small event. It's a pretty well planned out, very well put on, and very kind of, I guess, high profile. There's some big names and big companies out there, and they don't just show up with like a table and some stuff. They actually come out with a full array of products and stuff to demo and all that good stuff. LMT was out there last year. A lot of big name companies coming out there. So.
Yeah. LMT. I think that's where we ended up getting our blim deal with LMT, right? Which worked out great for everybody who's got a blim, and I'm kind of jealous of those ambi blims that went all out so fast, man. Those things were nice.
Yeah, a lot of them weren't even blemished. Like I couldn't tell them. We usually look at about half of them just to like see if we can find the blims. It's kind of like a game. A lot of them we can't even see the blim.
Yeah, even if they're marked on those ones that they were marked where the blim was, you couldn't see it.
Yeah,
you couldn't see it. It's like I don't even know what you're calling a blim there, but whatever. But yeah, symposium's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. I'm signed up for 3 classes. I should be signed up for some stuff. We'll have people at the table manning our tent, however that setup is the whole weekend, and it's in October, so it'll only be kind of hot, hopefully. Bring a jacket just in case, because
bring a jacket, bring rain gear. You never know what it's going to be out there.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've got anybody else floating around the questions.
Yeah, on those LMT lowers, there's a lot of red nail polish paint. A lot of they stopped doing the red nail polish, thankfully. So now you have to actually search for it. But they had most of them. They had been. I don't have one here, but it was like a little skull that they put like where the I guess where the pistol grip goes. So it'll be covered up when it's built, but when it's not, it's there. It's way kind of like how Geisley does. They put like a little logo right there in a spot, so that way it's a factory blend. That way, somebody selling on Gunbroker, they don't sell it, misrepresent it, I guess. Yes, we will have 3 PL350s and FDE on release day. We're doing the DIY kit, so it's basically a can of spray paint with a black PL350. And then you can make it as FDE as you want or as not. But yeah, there's only going to be black. There's only going to be PLHV2s on the release day. Modlight wanted to, number one, make sure they had enough products so that way it doesn't sell out instantly. So they put all their resources behind PLHV2 and all the resources behind black, and then just pushed out the black PLHV2s. So they'll be available with the charger, without a charger, $319, without the charger, $329, with the X-Star charger. It's only going to be PLHV2s and only in black. OKW and FD. OKW will be coming at some point. FDE some point way in the distant future.
Yeah, I mean, like, we don't even have FDE OKW mounted 18350 weapon mounted lights. I mean, like,
The anodizing process for FDE is significantly more difficult than it is for black, because there's a whole, I mean, blacks, there's several different ranges of color, but it's not as significant as the FDE. And then also FDE is a whole lot easier to screw up. And the anodizing industry, if you talk to any of these manufacturers out there, there's only a few that do it. And it is a complete, there's such high turnover too in these places. So that way, like, you get a guy that knows how to do the process. He learns, how to do the anodizing process for mod lights, because they have to be capped off. They have to be sealed off a certain way because the threads need to be protected and all that. And then next thing you know, he's gone, and then they have to train somebody new for that. So it's the anodizing industry as a whole. Every manufacturer that we've talked to always has complaints about anodizing and how much of a pain it is and how much of a backlog there is. Just lots of headaches and stuff with the whole anodizing process. From a manufacturer standpoint. Luckily, I'm in retail, so I don't have to deal with that, but I do have to deal with it to an extent because the manufacturers have to deal with it. So
yeah,
it trickles down all the way.
It's a big process. It's actually, I think, the longest part of the entire process, and that's the holdup on a lot of products right now. I mean, like, you might have only one or two anodizers in the country that can do the different, they call them different recipes for the different, like the Suns lowers or the Suns uppers, what the wedge lock rails or Hodge rails. And so all these people are standing there waiting in line basically to get their stuff fixed, because I'm not saying a machine shop's a machine shop, but there's definitely more machine shops that can produce lowers and rails than there are anodizers at this point.
And all anodizing is not created equal. Like, there's very different grades of anodizing, and that's a thing I don't think a lot of people really take into account or really even know about. Like, I know just a sliver of information, but even that's kind of eye opening. But
yeah, I mean, there's so much that goes into
there's two different colors of FDE right there.
Yeah. So it's a big, I mean, well, I spray painted my Badger mount, but that was almost a gold. They said it was FDE, but it was almost a gold at that point. Another question that we had is, and this is the second time I've heard this, so this is something we might actually need to look into a little bit more, is BTO to carry UTM MMR rounds.
Yeah, we had looked into that at one point, and then I think COVID happened, so then we kind of were focused on other stuff, with the whole craziness that entailed. But yeah, that's definitely been on our radar. We actually need to start looking back into that, just because I'm not going to say we're not busy, but like we're getting to the point where we can start looking at other stuff now, rather than just right. For so long, it's just been trying to keep up and not fall behind. Now we're actually starting to get to the point. I'm not saying we're there yet. Chris is over here.
I see Matt's question there. BTO Anno plating Cero Shop 2023. No.
I don't want anything to do with that. No.
Long story though, but no. No, not at all. We're looking at adding some cool stuff too. I've been talking to people about different types of swag, because that's one thing that's not held up by the industry at this point. Is looking at different t-shirts and swag and different stuff that we can have for the upcoming holiday season, that some cool BTO merch coming at you. That stuff's definitely on the horizon and probably just a couple weeks away. I don't know of any other thing that we have coming that we can actually talk about, that we actually can track. We've got some more stuff coming from Artist Industries, hopefully here in a couple weeks. BTO dad hats. I know. I'm working on it. I mean, we're working on that issue.
We actually are going to have, I was talking with our marketing girl over here at the range. We should have hats available for the grand opening. We should have that here. We're working on getting some of those right now. Ordered shirts just a second ago, so we're going to have a ton of free shirts for the grand opening. But ammo, yeah. So over here at the shop, at the range right now, the online store doesn't have a whole lot of ammo. We just sent an email this morning about it. We don't have a very wide variety, but over here at the range, we have, I don't know, 50, 60,000 rounds of 9mm. We've got ton of 223, 5.56. Basically, we've got a ton of ammo over here. Hunting calibers, 270, 243, 30-06, 308. All the weird rounds. We have 25-06 isn't a weird round, but 22 250. We've got 303 British. We've got all kinds of ammo over here at the range. And also, speaking of the range too, we're about to get that online. So we bought the place back in May. We're working on getting all the inventory here online as well. So they're going to be 2 separate websites. They're 2 separate companies. They have different addresses, different locations, different people that work there, etc. Well, I work at both places, but we're working on getting the range inventory so you can buy the guns and the stuff that we have available at the range online, either to come pick it up, see what we have, come swing by and pick it up, swing by and check it out, or we can actually ship out too. So that's
in the works.
Yeah, it's in the works. Definitely a task getting everything put up there, but once it's up there, it's going to be very nice, and then maintaining that won't be that hard. So
hey, Rick's up. Good morning, Rick. And Rick says, is there an ETA on the Acro P2?
Actually, yeah. So they said about. Actually, I'm gonna look it up real quick. Hang on, Keith is my contact over there. I'm gonna see when he said. So May 24th, he said about like 8 to 12 weeks, and that was May 24th. So I really don't know at this point. Yeah, that was May 24th that we had that conversation. Wow, that was longer ago than I thought it was. So hopefully soon. They did tell me they are going to be allocating the release of the P2. So I mean, I could order 5,000. That doesn't mean I'm going to get all 5,000, but they are going to allocate it based on who they have relationships with and who their bigger dealers are. They said we should be getting, I think, 4 or 5 cases was the figure that was thrown around in May or June. Whenever this was, let's see here. Yeah, I think that was a phone conversation that we had. But long story short, we should be getting a significant or a decent amount, relatively speaking, of P2s. But as far as release date, we really don't know. Hopefully soon.
Yeah, hopefully soon. TM.
Soon TM.
I don't know if there's any other stuff that we've got on the horizon that we haven't talked about.
Hodge update coming soon. TM. We have BCGs and we have the forward assists, and also the BCG ship with a box of Lucky Charms. So there's that. There's currently no limit on the BCGs. We got, I think, a little bit over 500 this past batch. Slowly released them out just so we didn't overwhelm the warehouse staff. But so now we've got like about 100 something up there right now. So they're available, they're sitting, they're ready to ship. And we finally killed the secondary market on those. No more scalping on Gunbroker because you can buy it at retail from us.
And the scalpers are upset.
Yeah.
They're kind of whiny.
Yeah.
They're kind of whiny.
No more $400 Hodge BCGs going on Gunbroker. So
they're kind of. I will make fun of you in forums if you send back a Hodge bolt because you're upset that there's a scuff on your clover. I just shoot it. It's going to go away. Trust me.
That's where the carbon happens. That's where the little mini explosion happens. Is the face of the bolt.
Bore sight solution guns. We don't have any plans right now, as in August 18th, 2021, to get anytime soon.
We had in the past. We had carried full bore sight guns in the past, but right now the problem is getting in Glocks to send to Ben. We had talked about doing like some big SIG frames and stuff because we can actually get like the little frame modules and sending those out to them. So hopefully soon. I can't even give out a estimate of an ETA. But
Sons of Liberty Gunworks BCGs, you will know about 30 minutes after we know, and that is when the box shows up.
when the brown Santa, the UPS Santa shows up in the big brown truck, that's about when we know.
Hey, Chuck.
The thing about Sons of Liberty is they send us the stuff. we get it, and then like a day or two later, they send us the invoice. So they don't even invoice us until we actually receive it. So we don't really get a heads up. A lot of companies will be like, "Hey, pay us." And then they send it, or they send it the invoice at the time of shipment.
Yeah.
But also too, they send the shipment out. We're 3 hours away, so it gets here the very next day, and they don't even have time to send the invoice out. So our heads up is, hey, there's a package here.
Yeah, there's literally no warning, and every time UPS shows up, it's like Christmas. What's in the box? Or when UPS freight shows up, that's even more interesting because we have no idea what's coming off that truck.
Yeah. Stuff for CZ guns, that's been in the works. We're talking about offering parts for that, kind of like we do with Glock parts. That's we're talking right now, trying to get all that squared away. Chris might know a little bit more about that. Or maybe
that's about it. That's it. Emailed. We need to do some follow-up phone calls on that, but we'd love to get that in. The new warehouse that we're getting is going to hold shipping supplies mainly, which is going to free up more room in our warehouse because we're close to maximum capacity on space right now, and we don't want to leave our footprint where we're at, and so we're kind of juggling on space right there. So we're kind of limited on space. I can't just add CZ list. I wish we could, but that's a whole nother ball of wax. But Chuck, if you got anybody, Chuck's in the industry. Chuck, if you know anybody over there, CZ, start sending them links to our website. We'll appreciate that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So QA issue with the latest batch of Hodge BCGs. So I've seen one report of a guy who said his BCG wouldn't run. I don't know what was up with that. I've also seen some people putting gauges on them and stuff. And they're like 0.001 thousandth off. First of all, part of that's by design. And then I don't know if those guys were still gauging the gas rings and the gas tube and their gas port sizes and the gas block journals, and all that. So, I mean, there's the internet is the internet, and they take one little sliver of information, and then a lot of that is second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 10th hand knowledge, and just kind of run with it. We've literally sent out hundreds of BCGs in the past month or so. Not a single person has ever emailed us back saying, "Hey, I had an issue with this. Hey, this bolt carrier group won't run. This won't run."
We've had two scuffed ones.
We had two scuffed ones.
One was the scratch that I'm making fun of for. The other one was a legitimate. It looked like I know we didn't drop it, and I don't know where it was dropped, but the BCG was clearly dropped, and it had an issue with the bolt carrier face. And guess what? We sent him a new bolt.
He got a new
bolt
one.
Carrier. He got a new one. We've got the old one. No questions asked. He, in fact, had the new one with a shipping label sent to him before he sent the old one back to us. So, I mean, like, our customer service is just, it extends to everything that we sell. So,
and also too, from this latest batch, we had an entire, we had a law enforcement contract of 55 uppers that we had 55 bolts in, and we test fired every single one of those bolts. And guess what? They worked. So yeah, it's if there was an issue with them, we would probably know about it, because I know for a fact that we've sent out more bolt carrier groups than any other Hodge dealer out there. And the only two issues we've had was one dude that was mad because there's a small little scratch by the clover, and the other one was a legitimate one that had gotten damaged at some point or somehow. But we're going to continue to monitor it. But as of right now, 8/18/2021, we have had zero issues or zero complaints about a Hodge bolt not running.
Yeah, and y'all guys will be the first ones to know that if there's any issues on those, we'll take care of you. And I can't say anything about those gauges. I don't know what gauges they're using, or if they're or what the deal is on those gauges. There's some rumors going around on the gauges as well. So it's the internet. You can't believe everything you hear or see, but you can believe us because we're your friends.
We are on the internet, though.
We are on the internet. But I don't know. Let's see, Miss Gina. We'll tell everybody. Everybody said hi. They're probably watching at the warehouse right now.
And laughing.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. That's it. They've got some packages to ship. We really appreciate all y'all's support. We wouldn't be able to be here doing this. We're averaging 250 to 300 packages out the door a day. Is what we're hitting at, and we're gonna, this drop is going to do some awesome stuff for us coming up. So if you've got any questions, please hit us up on Facebook at customer service, big text ordnance.com, messenger, Facebook Messenger to the business page, not our personals.
At 11:30 at night.
Yeah, don't do that. It's a good chance of getting your order canceled. You got anything else for the folks watching at home?
No, I think that's pretty much it. 8/23/2021 is when that mod lights are going to be released. We've got an entire pallet there right now. Another pallet coming on Friday. We'll have plenty. Going to have a lot of them already going to be boxed up. All we have to do is slap your label on it. So if you order it, it'll ship that exact same day. You can get it in your hands as early as the next day, or you can come buy one here from the range and store, or get local pickup and have it sent there. How many are on a pallet? That's a good question. So I think this last one was 850 units, 900 units or something.
Something like that.
We're going to have 1,500 available at launch. 1,500 lights available at launch.
Well, it's still a little short of 200 holsters for that. We've got tons of 350 batteries. We've got tons of accessories. We've got lens cleanse from Theorem. We've got the new Theorem battery holders. We've got all the accessories you could ever want for mod lights.
Significant steps to make sure that we do not run out, and then everyone that wants to buy one has the ability to buy one, and also gets the best stuff that they ordered.
Yes, and there's I'm not going to talk about the technical aspect of this drop, but this is something that we've been working on for a while, intensely over the past couple of weeks, to ensure that this thing goes off
and the website
without a hitch.
The website will work. We have devoted a lot of resources to it. We're basically going through, and there's almost a 0% chance that we'll have a crash. We should be able to handle thousands of people on a single page doing the same task at one time.
12 to 1,500 people hitting checkout at the exact same instance, and we shouldn't have an issue
at the same second. So yeah, there will not be an issue with the website. Our website will work. But anyways, I guess that's about it. It's been good. Had some good questions here. Appreciate y'all watching and asking the good questions. That way me and Chris aren't just rambling back and forth to each other. It's always
what's for lunch?
I don't know. Taco Tuesday on a Wednesday.
Wednesday? Okay. I'll be there in a little bit.
Okay, cool.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for watching.
Have a good one.
Yeah.